This year, I decided to quit alcohol. And it's not that I've abused it or got blackout drunk every weekend, but it was totally acceptable for me to have a glass of wine here and there and then go out every weekend and drink. In our society, there is never a question of why shouldn't I be drinking? Like, that's what people do. That's the normal, right? While it's not healthy and everybody knows that, it's totally acceptable for some reason. And it's really fascinating to me how people, like, if you're doing drugs, that's totally unacceptable. People judge you for that, they send you to rehabs, but drinking alcohol, which is also a drug, is totally fine. Even though research shows that alcohol is one of the most dangerous drugs, alongside with heroin and fentanyl. But why do people drink? Well, here's the thing. It is normal, it's okay to drink. That's how it's always been. And every time a person says that they don't drink, others start questioning why. Are you like pregnant? Are you taking medication? Like, what's happened? And there's barely a situation when people are like, okay, you don't drink? That's fine, that's cool. In our society, you are expected to drink. It's New Year's, let's have a glass of bubbles. It's your birthday, let's go out celebrate. St. Patty's Day, yay, beers! I've noticed that many people romanticize drinking. Like, imagine it's winter, you're by the fireplace with like your friends and family, and you have a glass of red wine. But if it was just water, it won't be that tempting. Also, I think when you're younger, you're desperately trying to fit in, to find friends, you drink to socialize, but also you drink because you've always been watching people around you drink. When I was a kid, like, all the birthday parties, all the celebrations would involve alcohol, and it's not only me, it's pretty much everybody. Alcohol is a great way to meet people, you go to bars, to clubs. The amount of people I've met by just going out to places is just amazing. But where are those people now? That's a different question. Some people lack bravery, confidence. They drink to be like more, I'm kind of scared to like message him. Then you have a couple of shots and you like text in your crush or whatever. Some people drink to relax or to have fun. Even though alcohol is a depressant, it doesn't matter. I used to do that too. I don't want to be Dr. Huberman here and lecture you on all the, side effects of alcohol. We all know that alcohol leads to cardiovascular diseases, to liver damage. Alcohol has definitely some effect on your brain, on your health. And I'm not even talking about hangover, anxiety, your sleeping, your poor performance if you, let's say, work out, puffy face, and the list goes on and on. But let me tell you my story. I've always been a party animal. Like, ever since I tried alcohol, I think, I was always that party girl who'd be like, yeah, let's go out, let's like whatever. It all started, I think, with like one glass of bubbles for New Year's with parents, and then you like 16, you want to go out with friends, and then hard liquor comes in. Then I moved to Canada, and another way to socialize was drinking with other people. It's not the only way to socialize, but it's the most common, I would say. I think many people knew and still know me as the party Yulia, because that's who I am. When we moved from Canada to Portugal, depression really hit me, and the only solution to that was drinking. Because when you drink, you're like, yay, everything is fine, kind of, like whatever. You just go out, you drink, and it's cool and it's fine, and you're not thinking about the lack of snow, the lack of winter in Portugal. So I was like, drinking. I wouldn't say I started drinking more, but it was okay for me to have a glass of wine every here and there, like during dinner time or like when friends come over. So, totally normal, right? At some point this year, I think in January, I was prescribed some antidepressants and I was like, sure, let's try that out. Maybe it works. And my doctor was like, you shouldn't be drinking. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Let's try not drink. And the funny part, like when I look back at it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try after my birthday because, I want to celebrate. I want to like have a glass of wine, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm just like, okay, whatever. So after my birthday, mid-January, I started antidepressants. We tried it for a month. It didn't work for me. But during this month, I was not drinking at all. So when I stopped the pills, I was like, you know what? I'm going to continue not drinking. Maybe like one glass of whatever once a month. I don't know. At the same time, I started working out. First it was cycling and then it was yoga. And the worst thing that you can do to yourself is drink and then go work out the next day. I still remember that yoga practice on a Saturday morning when we were drinking the night before and I came to the class. I was like, why am I here? I feel like shit. I want to go home. And it's not even like you feeling like shit. It's like alcohol affects your performance. Like that's not healthy to work out hangover. That's it. I completely stopped drinking 2 months ago. So September 2023, there was a party and I was there with my friends and I was like, you know what? I'm feeling like I want to have a glass of bubbles. Wow. For me, it's super rare because me and bubbles, like I have heartburn, not a fan. But I was like, you know what? Let's celebrate. It's like amazing night with amazing people, whatever. So it was a glass of bubbles, another glass, a glass of wine, some cocktails. And I got so wasted that night. I was hangover for the next 2 days, I think. It was terrible. At that point, I decided for myself that it's not worth it for me. Like all the side effects, they're not... Like, I'm not a fan of those. I don't want them in my life. I'm at that point of life when I don't need alcohol to do things. I don't need alcohol to make friends. I am brave enough to do things that I want to do. And honestly, I'm just tired of wasting my weekend, Sundays, on being in bed, eating junk food. And being like, oh, like, what did I say last night? Oh, like, with all the regrets and everything. It's just not worth it for me anymore. And honestly, life without alcohol is so much easier. You literally have less problems. There is no question of who's driving because you are the sober one. You don't need a designated driver. Like, you just drive. That's it. You can make weekend plans and not bother whether you're gonna make it or not because you know you're gonna be in good health, you're gonna be like, you know, rested, not feeling like garbage. I think my mental health also got to another level. I don't have as much anxiety as I used to have. Life is good. This is the first year when I actually feel nice, even though I'm not a fan of winters in Portugal. I love snow, I love everything, but this year I'm excited for the holiday season. Like my brain is so like clear, I don't know, it's just amazing. And what I've noticed is that people around me stopped or well, paused drinking, and I'm really happy to see that trend. And if you're afraid to stop, trust me, you're not the boring one. I know many people are like, oh, but like if I stop drinking, I'll be the boring friend. If you lost friends because of your sobriety, those were not your friends in the first place. That's actually so amazing because I've noticed how many people I had in my life that I just don't need. When I stopped drinking, some of the friends disappeared. But also, some of my real friends, they stayed with me. We would still go out. They would drink, I will not. Those are people I want to be friends with. Those are people I want to keep, you know, in my life rather than those alcoholic friends that are always calling you when they want to like drink or whatever. You will definitely have regrets when you're drinking. But guess how many regrets I had because I didn't drink? 0. If you're thinking, oh, like maybe like, you know, I'm gonna regret something. No, like I have 0 regrets that I went to a party and I didn't drink. I can't even imagine a scenario where I'll be like, oh, I wish I drank last night. Also, you have so much free time and money. You can spend that on whatever you want to do. Now I have this problem that every Friday or Saturday night, I'm like, what do? I have like so many things I want to try doing. I want to like, you know, take piano classes. I want to watch photography course. I want to, you know, paint. I want to like watch TV shows. And I have so much time versus like going out and drinking and that's it. Nothing cool. Many people also are concerned about the drinks because, you know, I like the taste, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, there are so many mocktails available now. It's just amazing. Like even if you go on TikTok and type mocktail recipe, whatever, you will have so many. My bookmarks are literally like flooded with all those cocktails I want to try. Also, I discovered Guinness Zero Alcohol. I used to like Guinness beer. And I went to the store the other day and I was like, oh, they have non-alcoholic beer. My husband, who hates all the things no alcohol, like he's always like, it's just like a bunch of chemicals. He tried it and he was like, actually, that is good. Like it tastes like real Guinness. And it's really like it's amazing. If you are looking to replace your alcoholic beverages, there are many options available. But also, you can always get some, I don't know, juice, kombucha water, sparkling water. There are many options on the market, trust me. I get it, it's like holiday season and we all want to have those, drink in our hands, but it's just a habit, and honestly, you can find a good replacement for that. And one thing that I wanted to say is that I'm not one of those I quit forever. For now, that makes sense to me not to drink because I work out literally 4 times a week. What is the point of drinking? Like, I'm planning to run half marathon next year. What is the point of drinking? For me, it doesn't make sense. If that changes in the future, sure, I don't claim to be like straight age, the sober one, but for now, I do enjoy my sober life. I do enjoy the benefits I get from that, and I mean, we'll see. Well, hopefully it stays like this, and yeah. And I think this is it for today. If you're trying to get sober, you want to get sober, I believe in you. You can do it, because honestly, if you told me 5 years ago, even like a couple years ago, you'll be like, Yulia, you'll enjoy the sober life. I'll be like, I like my gin soda. I like my red wine. I'm not like, even a year ago when I told you about my birthday, I was not ready to give up alcohol. But then I was like, you know what? I don't need this in my life. So I believe in you. If you need any support, feel free to message me in the comments or like, I don't know, on Instagram. Let's chat, because I know how hard it can be. Also, there is an app called I'm Sober where you can find people and like motivation and whatever. So I wish you best of luck if you're trying to be sober. If not, cheers. Cheers with my water. Have a lovely day, lovely week, and see you guys soon. Bye.